Hello, my name is Lester Young, and I would like to share with you guys a little bit about my story. At 19 years old, I was sentenced to the Department of Correction for life in prison for a violent crime as murder. And during this time of my incarceration, I discovered what I found out to be the 5 stages of incarceration that was part of my personal development and allowing me to become a better person and prepared me to return back into our community as a productive citizen. Those 5 stages of incarceration is listed as: one, self-denial. I had to take the time out to discover what were some of the areas of my life that I was in denial about, that I did not want to address, that fueled and led to my criminal thinking, which led to me committing a violent crime. It goes to the second stage, which is called anger. I realized at 19 years old, and even in my early 20s, I was full of anger. So what I had to do, I found that my anger was connected to some of the core things that I was in denial about, which brings me to the third stage, victimization. There was no ownership, there was no accountability, there was no empathy. The third stage is called victimization. I had to discover, through understanding the power of empathy, but also taking ownership for the crime that I committed and the impact that I caused to someone else and their family, which leads me to the last 2 stages. These 2 stages are called the personal development stage of transformation, the path to redemption. What are they? Forgiveness. I didn't realize how powerful forgiveness was. The forgiveness of self, forgiveness, asking God to forgive me, and asking my victims to forgive me, asking my family, asking those who have harmed to forgive me, was a powerful thing that shifted my paradigm, that connected me to the last stage, which is called transformation. We know that transformation has to take place in the mind and the heart. And I was able to make this transformation by connecting and acknowledging all of the four areas of my 4 stage of incarceration, which was self-denial, anger, victimization, and forgiveness, which brought me to the last and final stage of my incarceration, which was transformation, which I was able to connect to my purpose and my gift, and I was able to live a more productive life while I was incarcerated, which prepared me for my transformation, prepared me for my transition back into the community, which allowed me to this day, after being released 5 years later, I am living a productive life as a citizen, as a community advocate, as a life coach, and someone who's investing in helping prevent young men from entering the prison system, as I did at 19 years old. I thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. Be blessed. Thanks. Lester Young.